The holiday season is finally upon us, and that means that it is time to start shopping for gifts for the people in your life. So if you know someone who is a guitar player and you are shopping for some gifts, here's just some stuff that I thought would be cool gifts for under $100. So we are a shop which sells a lot of used and vintage music gear. We don't do new stuff, so there's no affiliate link down below. We don't really sell too much of the stuff. This is just stuff that we like. I asked around with everyone else at the shop, and this is what we put together, so hope you guys enjoy. So this list is kind of targeted towards anyone from like an intermediate player up to a pro level player. If you are a pro, you may already have a lot of this stuff. Most of this is probably one notch above like beginner. Just keep that in mind. I tried to focus here on getting like good stuff. I'm not gonna recommend any like $100 guitars or amps or anything substantial like that. I wanted to recommend stuff that you can get for under 100 where you get the good version with stuff like pedals. There's lots of great pedals that are under $100 that a lot of pro players use, and that's what I wanted to recommend here, which puts us right into my number 5 pick, guitar pedals from name brands. There's many pedals from Boss, Ibanez, and even JHS that you can get for under $100. If you know me, you know I love Boss pedals, so I'm gonna go through a few of my favorites. You may have seen me talk about these before, but the Boss BD2 Blues Driver is one of my absolute favorite drive pedals ever. I actually prefer these to the classic Ibanez Tube Screamer, which we'll get into in a little bit. These are great overdrive and boost pedals, and they do their job well. For even less than that, you can get the Boss SD1, which is another great overdrive pedal. These are only around $50 new, and for the price, you can't beat them. Another classic from Boss, which is under 100 bucks, is the CH1 Chorus, which is one of my favorite chorus pedals, and it's very cost effective. This particular example has certainly seen better days, but I think that's just a testament to how durable these pedals are. You get a Boss pedal for $99, it'll last a lifetime. As well as these classics from Boss, you can even pick up a Tube Screamer for under $100. A lot of people like these even better than the Blues Driver. I like the Blues Driver better, but some people prefer the TS9. This is a pedal that you'll see on all kinds of pro boards all over the world. You still can't go wrong with the classic Ibanez Tube Screamer. JHS also recently released their 3 series of pedals, which features overdrive, fuzz, delay, chorus, and more. Every single one that I've played has been very good. These pedals aren't anything crazy. They're all $99 retail. JHS has some really cool stuff that it probably has more cool factor than these, but as far as basic effects, these are great and you can't go wrong with them. So if you know someone who is missing one of those things on their board, JHS 3 Series is a safe bet. I will note, even though, like I said earlier, we don't stock any of this stuff new, as far as pedals go, we actually do have a lot of that sort of stuff. So if you're open to buying used, definitely check out our site at aflashfootofgear.com, or we'll link it down below. We might just have what you're looking for. It's worth noting, it's definitely worth picking up a pedal from one of the name brands, or boutique builder, of course, over getting some of the cheaper Amazon brand pedals. I know it's really easy to see them for great prices and go, oh, I'm gonna get this, but there's kind of no reason to go there when within budget. You can just get an actual name brand pedal that will last a lifetime. So number 4 is going to be cleaning supplies or tech supplies for working on your guitar or bass. Many of the household brand names have great kits for cleaning up your guitar, or even nice tools for working on your guitar. And if this is something that you don't have, or the person you're shopping for doesn't have, these can be really, really great to pick up. I personally use stuff from Music Nomad, D'Addario, Ernie Ball, Dunlop, as well as a handful of other brands, and I've always had good success. As someone who started with this, like the cheapest possible cleaning supplies you can get, I know moving up to the Music Nomad stuff was really, really great, and I started to immediately see better results. We use Music Nomad stuff between their toolkits as well as their cleaning supplies here at the shop. Those definitely get my full seal of approval. While we don't have any like official relationship with them yet as far as any sponsorship, I personally really like Music Nomad's Total Guitar Spa Kit, as it kind of just has everything you need to get you going in the realm of cleaning up your guitar. I would recommend checking that out. There's also some great cleaning supply bundles from D'Addario, Dunlop, and Ernie Ball that are a little more cost effective, but I've just had the best results with the Music Nomad stuff. I'll also note as an honorable mention here, if you're able to spend a little bit more, Music Nomad has some great like screwdriver wrench kits, as well as a truss rod adjustment kit, and all kinds of other tools that we use on the tech bench every single day. There's also lots of other great options for tools from Ernie Ball and Dunlop and some of the other brands I mentioned, so you don't need to necessarily get the Music Nomad stuff. It definitely is on the pricier end, but a lot of times you do get what you pay for. I know I use the Ernie Ball kit for a couple different tours, and I had great success with it, so I also heavily back that one. I know it'll get a little pricey if you get all the cleaning supplies and all the tech stuff, but if the person you're shopping for maybe already has the cleaning supplies, or you've already found that, it could be a great step up to say, hey, here's some great tools as well. Number 3 is actually not a physical product, and that is buying lessons, whether in person or online. Sometimes the best thing in order to push your guitar playing career forward is not any piece of gear, but it's just to learn more and progress as a player, and lessons is a great way to do that. I personally started with in-person lessons, so I would definitely recommend doing that. But there's also so many awesome options online now, and I think the right answer is to do something in person and also do stuff online. I know our friends over at KGR, Killer Guitar Rigs, have their Killer Guitar Academy with some pretty cool courses, such as their caged course, which kind of teaches you more about the cage system. A lot of people know what it is, but they don't actually know how to really implement it. They have a great course digging into that. There's also a lot of YouTubers that I know make courses, so if there's a YouTuber that you watch and you like what they do, and you might know someone that wants to check out a course that they have, that's worth checking out. I know for a lot of them, that's kind of how they make their income, so.
Is this gift one of those gifts where it's like your guitar playing sucks?
Oh, maybe.
Guitar playing's bad. Here's some lessons.
Listen, there's no one that works here that wouldn't benefit from some lessons from the correct person. There's always stuff to learn. My number 2 pick, which I actually initially was going to do as number 1, but a little too self-indulgent, is the Shure SM57, which is just the classic $99 instrument mic. And despite this being pretty cost-effective and accessible, these are used in studios all over the world, and for good reason. These mics do a great job at capturing anything from a loud guitar amp to an acoustic guitar, or even stuff like snare drums if you want to get outside of the world of guitar. I know when I got my first SM57, it was really cool to start using it to just mic different things up and learn about the world of miking instruments. If you are someone who's getting serious about playing guitar and recording, I don't think there is a better way to spend $100 than a Shure SM57. I know I mentioned this with pedals, but also you can get the real SM57 for $99, so there is no reason to get musician's gear, Pile, or any other off-brand SM57 for a discount. Just get the real thing, I promise it's worth it. So I have a few more honorable mentions here, kind of building off of our recording theme with the SM57, and that is to check out some great plugins. If you're looking for just straight up amp plugins, I know everyone here at Flash for the Gear has used some sort of Neural DSP plugins in the past, and we've all had pretty good experiences, so we like Neural DSP. STL Tones also has some pretty cool plugin bundles that you can get well within budget that have some great tones that were crafted by some great producers, so we love that. Outside of just the world of guitar amps, there's tons of other great plugins too. I personally love these Sound Toys plugins. I know getting the complete Sound Toys bundle is a lot more than our budget of $100 here, but I think you can get just about any one of these Sound Toys plugins individually for within budget. And for me, that was one of those plugin bundles that really elevated kind of my recording and mixing and that whole thing. My biggest recommendation when anyone asks me about plugins for their DAW, digital audio workstation, is to check out these Sound Toys plugins. You can also get the Waves Silver bundle for under $100, which has some great basic plugins. And even Native Instruments has a few bundles that you can get within budget that will do all kinds of fun stuff. From sampling to virtual instruments to other guitar amp sims. There's a lot of good stuff with Native Instruments, so definitely don't gloss them over. They do also have some great free stuff, so that's worth checking out as well. We are down to my number 1 pick here. This is one I feel strongly about, even if it's maybe not the thing that you think that the guitarist in your life needs. Maybe it's something they already have, which that's cool. But that is going to be to get their first audio interface if they don't already have one. I know for me, I got a Line 6 UX1 for Christmas many years ago when I was first learning guitar, and I had no idea how much this one piece of gear was going to kind of elevate my journey of playing guitar, learning recording, and all that good stuff. It's crazy to think how much of a pivotal moment that was, because I was always into recording and always knew I wanted to be able to record myself, but actually getting that first interface and starting to learn different digital audio workstations was a pretty huge time, and I'm really glad that I dug in then, and I'm glad I was able to get that interface when I did. It lasted me for many years until it was time to move up, and the first interface I moved up to was a Focusrite 2i2, the original first gen way back in the day. They don't make these anymore. There's way better stuff out there now. But man, this was a really big step up when these first came out. Now you can get a Focusrite Scarlett Solo from the 3rd gen for $99, which is really great. And these even include a lot of free plugins. I know you get a trial for Pro Tools Artist, as well as a license for Ableton Lite, which is a great digital audio workstation to start on, and tons of other great plugins. I know there's a Marshall Silver Jubilee amp sim that is included, and for guitar players, that's a great place to start, as well as all kinds of other fun. So if someone doesn't have an interface yet, this is the best way to link your guitar to your computer, whether it's because you want to record or just want to access amp sims or different effects. If you're someone who doesn't have a computer, you can also link these newer Focusrite units to an iPad. That's pretty cool. I personally can't imagine not having a computer, but I know that's a thing now. I think this is unnecessary within 2024. I will note all those extra plugins and stuff will only be included on a new one. We sell lots of used Focusrites, and I always have to note like, hey, you're not gonna get any of the software or any of the plugins or any of that stuff. So that's one place where you do have to go new. But even if you do get a used one, there is lots of great software out there for free. I know Pro Tools even offers Pro Tools First for free, which is a very, very, very basic version of Pro Tools. But I think it's a great place to start. You know, learning that is gonna be a great first step into getting into the world of like actual Pro Tools. So I think that just about covers everything. Thank you guys so much for coming and checking out this video. I hope you guys found something on here that was helpful. Let us know down below in the comments if you guys have any recommendations that we didn't get. What are some great gifts for under $100 to get for the guitar player in your life? I know towards the end of this list, I started shifting more towards recording gear type of stuff, but I really think it goes hand in hand. If someone you know is into guitar, but they haven't dove into recording yet, I think that that is a really great place to start expanding your hobby into. Also, quick plug, we are running a holiday sale, a bit of a Black Friday sale right now. We don't do a ton of sales at the shop. So if you're looking for gear, definitely don't hesitate to check out our site at aflashfootofgear.com. We have all kinds of stuff from pedals like this that are gonna be in that $100 budget, all the way up into some pretty crazy vintage pieces. So check it out. We appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and we will see you in another video soon. Bye.